Right, happy Homebrew Wednesday, boys. So, this week, my back's better, for those of you who were worried. And for those of you who didn't know, watch more of my videos, because I always tell you what's going on. So this week, because of what happened Saturday, I've got nothing going on. I've still got a fermenter full, which is ready, should be bottled today, but look at the time, I ain't bottled it this time of night. So that tastes quite nice actually. That's I probably could drink that out of the fermenter. I'm not going to though. Well, I don't know, because I've run out of beer. I've got a drinkable beer. I've got a batch of pale ale which tastes, well, it tastes like feet, man. It's horrible. It's chemically, it just tastes horrible. I think it's infected, to be honest. It won't settle out. It looks like swamp water. It tastes awful. So I'm going to leave that in the bottle, see what happens. It might sort itself out, might be alright, might age, I don't know. I've got a brown ale there, which I dry hopped with Amarillo. Don't think it was a good idea. It's kind of a bit upside down and all mixed up. So what you've got is it was bittered with them fulls. It was aroma and flavoured with East Kent Goldens and dry hopped with Amarillo. It is confused. It's not quite sure what it's trying to be or what it wants to be. It tastes a bit strange. Too much going on for my palate. So I'm going to leave that in the bottles till the hop aroma dies down. So until then, yes, we're on the canned stuff. It feels like I've been on the canned stuff forever. It's a fortnight I've had to do without homebrew. I did have a couple of decent bottles of stout which I reviewed though. I kind of really like my stout at the moment. I've never been a stout drinker really, but since I did that mocha, I'm kind of like hunting down for the perfect stout. And I haven't found it yet, but when I do find it, I'm going to try and clone it. Unless I happen just to make one up before I find it. So, what I am doing, as you can see the bits and pieces behind, is I'm going to do a brew at, well, it's 10 to 1 in the morning and the brew kettle's just gone on. Could just finished work. Can't think of anything else to do at this time of night. Don't need to do any sleeping, do it. May as well do some brewing. So, this is the brew I was going to do on Saturday. This big box here is the box that kind of has all my ingredients in. So I was kind of left with lots of bits and bits. So I've kind of put a bit of a recipe together. What we've got is 4.85, just over, of Marisota. Well, basically just less than 5 kilos of Marisota, just over 2 kilos of the medium crystal, 288 grams of flaked wheat, 82 grams of roasted barley, 176 grams of chocolate malt, and 194 grams of terrified wheat. All in the big pot. So that kind of works out to needing, it's going to be a 23 litre batch, 60 minutes boil. I'm probably going to start off with about 34 litres of water. About that. Yeah, that'll be about right, about 34 litres of water. And hop additions is going to be 30 grams of the Northern Brewer and 10 grams of the Amarillo. And that's it. Nice simple little easy brew, you know. I'm gonna, once that straight water, because again I'm doing brew in the bag, so once that straight water is ready, I'll put my bag in and then I'll just tip all that in, give it a stir around, I'll be doing my standard tier system football temperatures. I'll put the grain in 62, slowly lift it from 62 up to 66 for an hour, maybe just over an hour, because it's got quite a large grain bill. So it might be maybe an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. I'll see, because it'll work on how cold it is outside. The colder it is outside, the longer it's going to take us to get from 66 to 73. So if the temperature drops tonight and it gets down and it gets quite low in temperature, the longer that's going to take, I'll cut a little bit off the mash time, because obviously it's going to still be mashing while it's raising temperature, because I still haven't got the other element. And if I do get another element to go in that boiled kettle, I probably won't put in that boiled kettle. I'll probably start a new boiled kettle off, because my biggest fear is drilling a hole in that boiled kettle and it being wrong, because then I've got no boiled kettle. But I'm going to worry about that for the time being. So it'll be start at 62, pile the mash in, bring it up to 66, hour and 10, hour and 20, about that. Then bring it up to 73, 10 minutes, mash it out, bosh, done. Lift it, drain the grain bag off, see what level I'm at, bang it on the boil it for an hour, maybe a bit over, basically see what the volume's like. And I will also take some off and check with the old hydrometer and see what type of gravity. I can't remember which one I used for this. Brewer's Friend. I'm looking at original gravity of about 1.065 and a final gravity of 1.016. So it should be about 6.5%, somewhere around there. IBUs of 24, and the SRM on here is wrong, because as you can see I've kind of been writing little bits of extra on, because I made a recipe up and then I realised I was going to have a little bit of this left and a little bit of that, so I've kind of bashed it all in. And the only thing left in that is some brewing sugar, which obviously I'm not going to put in because I'll use that. I need that for me bottling, because I still bottle everything. But yes, I'm going to go and get cracked up. So, cheers, and I hope your beer is better than mine. Have a good one, lads. See you next time. In a bit, boys.